Well, good afternoon, ladies and gents. Welcome to Friday. It's the 7th of October and it's chucking it down. To be fair, it's not as wet as it was about an hour ago when it was hauling it down. But anyway, so I'm in the workshop. Just having a bit of a play around down here. Unfortunately, we have no electric at the moment, so I've got no radio and no brew. Which I'm not quite sure which one's worse, but anyway, so yeah, I'm going to play down here. For those who have been around for a while, I've just had a bit of a play with the 6/4 rotor tedder. For those who don't know, I had a Fella 6 rotor tedder. Unfortunately, I bought it with issues, and the nice gentleman that sold it to me didn't really make me aware. So I've been battling for about 3 years with the damn thing. Finally welded it up last year and removed 2 rotors, so a rotor either end, to make it a 4 rotor. It worked well this year as it was welded up and down to 4, but in the last field I needed to TED before I started raking up, the UJ went. So I thought, fair enough, pull the UJ off, go find another one. Well, they're not just a standard UJ apparently, but from the 2 rotors I had spare, I had some extra bits. So I've actually got 2 spare UJs, but they are seized on solid. Typically the one that broke slid off. There was no problems with it at all. But this one is rock solid, and the other one I've got. And I tried putting the shaft in with it in as it is, but the shaft's too small. And instead of bugging around trying to weld an extra piece to the end of the shaft and doing it that way, I'm trying to get the UJ off. So I tried braying it off, because I thought it just stuck a little bit on. Didn't work. Tried WD-40 in it for a couple of days, hasn't worked. Used a little blowtorch just to heat it up this morning. Got enough heat in it, but it still wouldn't come off. So what I've just done is taken the spider out, or the UJ apart. You have to excuse the light as well, because I've had to use a torch because I've got no lights because there's no lecky. So what I've done is taken the UJ out. For those who don't know to take UJs out, I'm not the best, but there's a little circlip that sits pretty much on these caps, where these caps sit. If I show you on that one. So there's some circlips that sit in there that stop the UJ moving from side to side. Take those out, and then got a big socket and a socket that actually fits into that hole, and then just tapped down with a hammer and got it started. Put a little one in just to push a bit further, so I could get one cap out of here. Once I get one cap out, you'd push it back the other way and take the other cap out. Well, the other cap's actually a bit stuck in there, so I've left it in. But that should just free up your spider from your centre. So that were a good job. But now I just put this puller on. So this is a 3-leg puller. I'm going to see the centre of the shaft comes out here. So what I'm going to do is try and use the puller to make it come loose. I'll try some RWD and some heat if need be, but I need to try and get it off. Well, that's a fair view, isn't it? Right, so it's now Saturday morning and I've come into work. And we're back on with this. So I've just had the acetylene and the oxygen on it, heated it right up. I've actually just broken my my lead and plastic hammer wherever the rest of it is there, which is a good start. So that scrap and that go in the bin. That's a good shot. So I just picked up the proper hammer, and I don't know how well you'll see in there, but she's actually moved, which is a good sign. So I've actually got me breaker bar with a 19mm socket on the end. And I did have that pretty damn tight because I was struggling even with that bar on it. So hopefully that means it's moving. And I've just got one more in here, and that's a bucket of diesel. I've had them soaking overnight just to try and see if that'd help, but I don't know if it has. But hey, yeah, we've got one moving. Right, we'll get this wound off hopefully. right, so it's off. The second one actually just came off with the puller on, which is quite nice. So I'll probably put that one back on again and reuse that one over the other one that's there, because the other one's had a bit more abuse than this. So yeah, not too bad. Definitely helped soaking it in the diesel. I've always usually got some diesel kicking around. I've got another one over there, mostly because of dirty diesel we keep getting, and they usually dregs out the bottom of the tank, and by the time it's settled and rest of it, you've forgotten about it. So but yeah, kind of handy having one. So yeah, time to put that back together with the UJs and the caps on and start putting a header back together. Right, so unfortunately you missed a lot of that, but my mate turned up with his little lad, and well, I didn't particularly want to film him and his youngster, so it's back together again. We did manage to get the rotor back on again. I did make a balls up. We ended up having to take that beam off the other one that had broken, the rotor that had broken, and then swapped it back over to these ones, to get all these bars back in the right place, which is a pain in the arse, but yeah, it was fine. Rotor runs nice and smooth, it turns the right direction, and well, we gave it a go anyway, so yeah, job's a carrot. That does mean now I've got a spare UJ as well if I need one, but it's a little bit on the stiff side. I think I might have bent something slightly, but yeah, not too bad. So that's going to be it from a pretty nice autumn day. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, bye.